Ah yes, the rooms. I remember it well. I faced many monsters to get there. Well, more than many. I had some deaths too, but eventually I made it and escaped. Remember to subscribe, grab a snack, and put on your seatbelts, because this is the story of how I got the A-1000 badge and Roblox Doors. Let's get to it. So first things first, if you don't know what A-1000 is, I highly recommend checking out my rooms tutorial or someone else's and coming back afterwards. Okay, now let's get started. So our game plan is going to be each run, get at least 2 smoothies before entering the rooms. So if A-90 hits us, we can heal faster from it. We're in. So I'm just going to get this flashlight, and here we go. Also, I put a little attempt counter at the bottom of the screen there, just to remind you how much work I put into getting this badge. And that's our first entity, A-60. Wow, somehow we got one A-120 before A-90. Also, if you're wondering why I didn't get the detour badge when I entered, it's because I have come in here before. Not for A-1000, but for detour back on track that you get from exiting the room. Also, when you exit through door A-1000, it counts as an exit, giving you the back on track badge as well. And finally, I got A-90. And after getting offered an exit at door 274, which I obviously didn't take, right after door 275, I got hit by A-90. While trying to get in a locker to hide A-60 doors, which normally spawns when you're trying to get in the locker to hide another entity. Which, guess what? The little animation of you getting in the locker counts as moving. So he hit me right then. Anyways, I quickly healed using 2 of my 3 smoothies because each heals you like 25% of your HP. And I only needed like 10% to be at max health to survive another A-90 attack. So I didn't want to waste my last one. Especially since before halfway at door 500, band-aids and batteries are pretty common to find. So I just thought I would search for them for like 10 minutes trying to find one. But at door 284, he came again and killed me. But why am I stupid? I should have drank that thing. So after crashing out and crying in a corner for 1,783 hours, I finally returned and tried again. This time, I realized that I got lonely last run, so I got the first person I could find and did it all again. Also, bro, I saw a random door handle in the wall. Then, sadly, at Seek Chase, we lost our partner. It's so sad. But somehow, they had the patience and stayed and spectated all the way from Seek Chase to door 60, which is some incredible patience. So once I went to the rooms, they came too. So, everyone comment W Robomac 24. By the way, I have no idea if this dude is a guy or a girl, because when I'm playing, they look like this. But when you view their avatar, they look like this. Also, their name has Mac in it too. All of this makes me curious. Anyway, while you're at it, go ahead and comment what gender you think they are. Now, back to playing. Once we got to the rooms, again, I stayed behind and let them go ahead. Because instead of void coming when your partner goes 5 doors ahead, in the rooms, glitch comes. And if glitch comes 5 times, you get a glitch fragment, the second rarest item in the game. What does it do? Well, it spawns a glitch rush without warning. And if you survive, you get the trial and error badge. But I already had the badge, so the reason why I wanted the glitch fragment was after you survive, a clone of your inventory spawns in front of you, doubling your items. And in case you didn't notice, I only have 1 smoothie. So my plan was to keep doubling my smoothies until I got the amount I wanted. Also, I could use my partner's extra storage to hold more smoothies. Anyway, I got glitched 4 times out of 5, and then they randomly stopped opening doors. I was telling them in chat like 100 times just to go to the next door. But after like 30 minutes, I went to see what was going on. And there they were, lying dead on the floor. And I'm like, what? There was no A-60 or A-120. It's like they couldn't have died to A-90 unless in their strange universe they're living in, door 23 is close to door 90. But yeah, that made me crash out again. But I continued going until I reached door 217. And just look at this chaotic death. And look, they stayed to the end again. I restarted the run, but this time alone. And I found a crucifix at door 11. But then this happened. You know what? I'm too lazy to look for the key. Let's just go to the rooms. Just want to hurry up. So I used a lockpick on the door, but you need 2 lockpicks to unlock the room. Little did I know, that was a big mistake. It's fine, I'm sure Jeff will sell us another one. I kept going, and I couldn't find a lockpick. But right before Seek Chase, I already had 2 smoothies. And then I used a lockpick again on a stupid lock chest because I thought that I would get one back. Because they normally give you one. But guess what? Just my luck, I didn't. In a chip shop, there was a lockpick. But if I hadn't stupidly unlocked that chest, I would have been able to enter the rooms. And as if things couldn't get any worse, my inventory was full, and I thought I could still find another, lockpick in like the next 3 doors before door 60. But my inventory was already full, so I had to drop my crucifix. Anyway, at the end I couldn't get to the rooms, so I committed suicide. Now I had a new plan. See, there's a guiding light smoothie that you get by putting a smoothie into the rift and then taking it out. Sorry, my throat died there. I had to see. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. I have a terrible cough right now, bro. Anyways, you get it by putting a smoothie into the rift and then taking it out. What it does is highlights monsters and items around you, meaning you can see them through walls. That's why I usually use it at door 100, so I can see where figure is and all the breakers at all times. But the reason why I wanted it for the rooms was it also yields you to max HP on whatever HP you're on. So I would go to the back door, get 5 vials of Starlight and a bottle of Starlight. Then I would also grab a smoothie and at door 100 make the second rift with the bottle. Because if you pour a bottle of Starlight into the rift, you get a second rift, which is a guiding light rift, so you have 2 of them. So then I would go to the mines and put a bandage pack in it and put a guiding light smoothie into the other rift. Then start a new run back at the back door and get 5 vials and the bottle again, go through the hotel and get the bandage pack and guiding light smoothie out of the rift and grab these smoothies along the way. So once we enter the rooms, we will have all of these heals, so 890 basically won't be a problem. But in the middle of trying to do all this, I realized that I didn't need the bottles or the vials of Starlight. So I went ahead and did the rest of the plan. See, look, now from doing all of that, we have a guiding light smoothie and a bandage pack in the room. Now is the moment, the final run. After 26 attempts. Here's the time lapse. I might interrupt a bit when something cool happens though. Okay, looks like we got hit by A-90 here for our first time. But now here's when the magic of the bandage pack comes in. Wow, so magical. But now, when I find band-aids, I can put them in the pack and save them for later. Okay, so for dramatic effect, I'm going to show the last 10 doors of this heck place. Wow, I absolutely hated that. I'm never doing that again. Alright, well, I guess, here's the room that oh my gosh. Wow, look at that. That is epic. Okay, well, okay, so here's the Brittle of Starlight, and there's this cool trick that you can do where you can take it, drop it down, and then take it up more, so you can multiply it infinite times, technically. You know, like as many as you want. And, yeah. It's pretty cool. So, I'm not actually going to put this in the rift at door 100. Yeah, I still have to beat the rest of the doors. Imagine like I die in the greenhouse or something. That'd be really crazy, bro. Anyways, yeah. Sorry I'm taking the screenshots right here. Just trying to get a good thumbnail. I probably won't use any of these. But yeah. But what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna put it in the actual rift at door 100. I'm going to take it, get it past door 100, and then fucking having it in like the cutscene, it like when you're in the elevator with figure. I'm gonna have that for the intro, so I'm going to use all that, and I'm gonna put something in the rift so it appears in the mines, and then I can just swap whatever's in there out for the barrel of starlight. But yeah, here we go. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and if you're not already, please subscribe. It really means a lot to me. It's a click of a button that could change someone's life. And the sad thing is I didn't do this on my main account, so if I ever want to show off A-1000, I won't be able to. But you guys can. All you have to do is comment the word enter on any of my videos and subscribe for a chance to win the alt account. This account will have every single Doors badge on it. It took months to get all of them. In fact, I'm still trying to get a hard place in some other badges. Anyways, a month after my next video is posted, I will announce the winner. Also, only one person is entered, so you have a 50-50 chance of winning it, as of now. But, well, goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.